Thoughts on the road, being a peasant, grounded on the acre, being brought up on the countryside means also being connected to the land, to the acre, and being rooted in a rural tradition. I can trace back my family lines for several hundred years, and to all sides, say maybe about 8 generations, and they all come from a similar background, from a rural countryside background, small peasant farmers, some cows, some cattle, the richer ones maybe a horse and one person to help them, servant. The acre is very important. On the male side of my lineage, I can trace back my line about 7 to 8 generations in one village, and the other lines go to different villages, 10 generations and even longer. And they all are connected to the acre, because the acre is inherited. The oldest gets the most, but all the children inherit some part of the acre. So everybody ends up with a little piece of land, some acres, which are connected to the family line. Even I myself have inherited some small place in my Hessian, North Hessen background, right in the middle of Germany. And there are all my forefathers and foremothers, all from one region, about 50 kilometers to each side. And these acres are connected to our souls. I don't want to romanticize it. The acres means work, means a battle to survive. And it connects you to the very old stories in the Bible, where Adam is put on the acre and to fight with all the circumstances on the acre. I remember myself working on the acre. I was taught to use the plough, to walk the acre, to walk behind the plough, though I know what it means to work on the acre, to stay online. I remember the planting of the potatoes. If I speak this, I already feel the dust at my fingernails, walking the acres, putting potato by potato into the ground, and the other way around, picking them up in the end, in harvest. The acre is something which is deeply connected to my and to other peasants' upbringing people. The acre, your acre. Seeing the plants growing on the acre, the potatoes, the crops, and if the crops are growing, when they're ready to be harvested, to pray for them, to say thank for them, to have a harvest festival. That is all deeply connected to our peasants, people's roots. I sometimes think I will come back to the acre, and I feel the deep connectedness of our biblical anthropological tradition to the acre. The Adam who is taken from the acre. And even so, you can hear modern world coming on, hearing the cars everywhere, the machines working on the ground. We know how it feels like. Dig in the ground. Dig the dust. Feel the acre. Fight for survival. And live of the acre. To taste what the earth has brought forth to give you life. And to respect this. To respect the upbringing of your acre. That means to me being peasant.